Hello and welcome. In this video, I will show you how to perform CRUD operations in the MERN stack. The application will also be about taking app in React and will contain a markdown, HTML parser, and the HTTP request will be made using axios. Already created a React app. You can create it by doing npx create react app and give it any name you want. App node and just press enter. I've already created one. So now I will change directory to the React folder and I will run the app npm run start enter. And while the app starts, I will get working on the backend. For the backend, I will create a new folder called backend. Inside it, I will create a server.js file and I will open another instance of the terminal and I will change directory to the backend folder. Now I will npm init to initialize the npm. Now I will install the packages that I will need. I will install npm express, mongoose and course. Course stands for cross-origin resource sharing that will allow React to request data from the backend. The packages are installed. Now I will install one more package that is dependency. So npm I -save -d node mon. It will register any changes that has been made to the server or the file and will restart the server automatically. Now go to the package.json file and create a new script for the node server.js. Save it. Now import the modules. Const express is equal to require express. Const app is equal to express. Const mongoose is equal to require mongoose. Const course is equal to require course, and I'll be using the port 4000. Now app.use course app.use express.json, which is a middleware, and also I will need express.use express.url encoder extended false. This express.url encoder and .json are both built-in middlewares in Express, so I don't have to install it separately. Now I will be listening to port 4000 and I will console log if the server starts that server started at port template details. Okay, save it. Now let's npm run start. Okay, so the server started at port 4000. Now let me create the database or the model for or the mongoose model. I will create a new folder called models. In it I will create a new file node.js. First of all I will import mongoose. Acquire mongoose. I will build a schema. New mongoose dot schema. It will only contain the values for the title. It will be type string and also the node. It will be a type string. And the date at which it was created. Then I will create a new model for the block model and I will export it. Module dot exports equal to mongoose dot model node and node schema. Save it. Now go to the server.js file. Import const node equal to require models node. Save it and then let's connect to mongoose. Then mongoose dot connect mongodb localhost. I I will name the class collection as React node. If there is an existing data collection by the name, the app will use it. If not, then it will create a new one. Then I will have to set use new URL parser and use unified topology to true. Then if the connection is established, I will console log database connected, and if not, I will console log the error. Save it. There will be one endpoint for each of the CRUD operation. For create, then read, and then update, and then delete. First, let's create the endpoint for create. So it will be app.post new node request response we need the title, which I will get from the form in the front end. Then I will need the node, the request or body property contains key value pairs of data submitted in the request body. In this case, we will data submitted in the form. And then const new node, which is a new instance of the schema that we are going to save to Mongo. New node, title, and node. Node.save. .save is a mongoose command, error and data. If there is an error, it will console log the error and response. If everything is okay, it will send the response as okay. Then I will console log the new node. Save it. Now let's head to the React folder. I will have to install the React router DOM for routing. So the React router DOM has been installed. I'll be installing a few more libraries and packages. So I have to install npm axios and React and React Quill and which is a markdown, and also I will install HTML React parser, because the React will be only save it in a form of plain HTML. I have to parse that HTML in the form of text. I will be using HTML React parser. And while all this installs, I will go to Bootstrap and grab the CSS link. I will grab the CSS link, copy it and go to the public index.html in the React folder and paste it here. Also, I will have to grab the JavaScript plugins, copy and paste it here, and then save it. Next I will create a components folder. And inside this I will create all the files that will be required for the various components. First of all, I will need a nav, then I will need a create component to create the nodes. Then I will need a nodes component to display all the nodes. Then I will need a edit component to update the nodes. All of these components will be functional components. So rafce, enter, save it, then rafce, enter, save it, rafce, save it, same thing for the net bar, save it. Now go to Bootstrap again. I will quickly get the nav bar, copy it and paste it. Remove this form. I don't need this one. I also don't need this. Don't need this either. Don't need the drop down also. Now just save it for the time being. Now I will configure the routes. Go to app.js, import route, and routes from React router DOM. Then I will import all the components. Import nav, import create, import, edit, then import display notes. Okay, done. Now remove this one, I don't need this. We need an bar. Save it. Let's take a look at it. Still compiling. Okay, for the time being we will set up the routes. Okay, this is working. Route path equal to create element component nodes edit that's it. And now go to index.js in the React folder and import browser router from React router down and wrap this entire thing within the browser router. Save it and also save the app.js file. Now go to app.js and set up the navigation. So import link from React router down. In React you can name the class as class. Class is a keyword in React, so you have to change all the classes to class names in camel case. And also you can use anchor text to use link, and in place of href it should be 2, link 2. And this one also. Instead of the date link, I will put here create and save. And this one will be to display all the nodes. In place of anchor tag, it will be link. Save it. Let's see if it's working or not. Okay, the navbar is working. Now What next? So the endpoint for the create has been created. So I will have to set up a form here where you can enter the data. So go to Bootstrap again and quickly give a form control, copy this one, then go to close it now for that. Go to create, div dot container, paste the form here, format the document. In place of email address it will be title and the type will be text. Here it will be note, and I will remove this one. And change the classes to class names. And enclose this entire thing within a form. Cut. Paste. Save it. And I will have to import. I will of course import use state, and I will also import axios, and I will import React quill. Wait, go to React quill npm website. Go to npm.js website in React quill and grab these two lines, copy it, and then paste it here. And grab this line again, copy it, in place of the text area, paste it. Now I will initialize a use state for the title and notes. So const title set title equal to use state. Initially it will be an empty string, and const node set node equal to use state. Then I will set up the onChange event handler to listen to the changes made to the input fields. For that, here it will be onChange. Event, then it will be set title event dot target dot value and this one will be on since will be set node. Should be node. Save it. Let's see. Okay, working. So this is how the markdown works. CRUD. Also enter bullet points. Create. Read. Date. Delete. Then I will need a button to submit the form. Button.btn.btn dash warning. That will be submit. Now I will set up a function to handle the changes. On handle submit. It will contain an object, node object. It will have the key value pairs for the title, and this title is the state and the node. Then I will use axios to post this to the server. This is a new node to this new node. This will be the node object. Then if the node is successfully posted, it will give an alert as posted. The form on submit. We will call the function handle submit. Save it. Now let's see if it is working or not. I'll go to this terminal here. As you can see in the endpoint, if it successfully submits and posts to the server, then it will console log the new node. So let me see. Test. to testing. Submit. Yeah, it's working. Test 2, submit. You can see that it is saved here. The data is saved as a plain HTML. Now I will have to display the data in the nodes. For that I will go to the component nodes and quickly create a card here. Dot card dot my3, giving a margin, top and bottom margin of 3, then no, dot card body and it's 2 dot card title and P contain the node. And I also need a couple of buttons. I will need 2 buttons. One for deleting it and other one will be to update it. This looks better. Now I will import use effect. Before that I will set up the endpoint to read the data. F.get limited nodes request response and node dot find function error data. If there is an error, the find function is used to find a particular data from the MongoDB database. Then if there is an error, it will console log the error, else it will send the response of JSON to the data. Save it. And go to nodes. You can also see the nodes here also. If you go to localhost 4000 and nodes, right. notes in small. Enter. Yeah, this note is displayed here as this on data. To display it in our front end, now I will use the use effect hook. Also, I will be needing the use state, and I will need the axios. And I will need the parse from the HTML React parser. Then I will need initialize another state here by the name of items and set items. Initially it will be an empty array. Now use effect. Axios dot get copy this URL and paste it here. Then I will take the response from the URL and I will set the item. On the fetch data by using the fetch data. And if there is an error, I will console log the error. Now the state items is an array, so I will use map to iterate over the array. And here I will display the element dot title, and here I will use parse to parse the raw HTML text. Save it. Let's see. I will have to return this. Sorry, my bad. Delete. And before that, this one. Save it again. I had to restart the npm application again. Sorry, the React application again. So this is working. I'm getting the nodes here. Let me create one more node. 3. Posted nodes. Okay, now the create and read is done. Now I have to delete and update the data. Before I go on updating, I will show you how to delete it. to create the endpoint for deleting, I'll show you one more thing before that. In nodes, if you put element dot underscore id, save it, you will get the unique id for each of the record, and I will be using this unique id to target that particular node that I want to delete. So for that, in the backend is app.delete delete node colon id request response error function node dot delete one. You can see here is delete one. You also delete many. These two are mongoose functions. You can delete number of them at once, or you can delete one also. I'll be using delete one. Then underscore id request dot params dot id function error. If there is an error, we will console of the error, else it will send a response as deleted. Save it. Now go to nodes and create a function cons delete node, and I will be using an argument. I will passing an argument as the id as the argument, and I will use axios to send in the HTTP request to delete that particular node. For that, it's similar to this one. But since the endpoint to delete node, and I will be using template literal id. Now you may not add this, but it's better to add this part dot then window dot location dot reload false. What happens when you press delete here? It will delete the record at a database, but it won't be displayed in the front end. Now, oh wait, I have to call the function on click. Delete node element dot underscore id, and then save it. Yeah, it's deleted. The update operation is a combination of read and create. First, we have to read the data of that particular node we want to edit. So first, let's create the endpoint for the update operation. just go to the create endpoint, copy this and paste it here, and instead of post this will be put request, and we will change the endpoint here to edit, let's put it update colon id response. I'll be using the mongoose function find by id and update. So request dot data is equal to node dot find by id and update request dot params dot id. Then these two shall be request dot data. Then I will remove this. Instead of this I will build a try catch block. Try get data is equal to data dot save, then response dot send updated. And if I catch an error, I will console log the error, but I should be using asynchronous. I should make it asynchronous, so I will just put it async await, and this should also be await. Save it. Now let's make the changes to the front end. First of all, in the nodes, no, not in the nodes. Now first we have to grab the data of the particular node that we want to change, then we have to edit it. Okay, so the user method should be passing the data of that particular node as props to the edit component, to this component. But instead of that, I'm going to use the use context hook. The context provides a way to pass data to the component tree without having to pass props down manually at every level. What this means that the states that are created in edit, not in edit and nodes, like set item or items or title or any of them, I cannot use them. I can only use them locally in this particular component. I cannot use them in another component without declaring them separately. So context provides, by using context, I can create states that I can use globally throughout the component, throughout the tree. So for that, first I will create a component. I will name it context.js. Then we'll import create context from React, and I will export const item state context. You can name it anything you want. I'm just naming it item state. Create context. Save it. Now go to app.js, import the item state context. From components context. Then we also need to initialize import use state to create an to initialize a new state that I will be using throughout the entire application. I will name it post. Post is equal to use state, and initially it will be an empty array. Then I will use the provider component which will accept this post as a prop to pass it throughout the tree. All of these are made more clear in the documentation. Context type provider. Then to pass in the props with two curly braces, then post and set post. They enclose everything. Here, save it. Then again go to nodes and here import item state context from context and cons set post equal to use context item state context. I'm not putting the post here because I won't be in the post. I'll be just setting the post. So now go to the edit button, and also I should import the link component from the react.com. Import first of all link to edit and on click I will set post all the elements. The element is the object, that particular node. Save it. I will go to edit first. I will import the item state context. Then I will initialize the post state. To use context item state context. Then I will also use state and initialize the item and node state. Separate this will be only for this component. Item title, set title, and it will contain the initial value will be the post title. And then the next one will be cons node, set node, and use state post.node, and let's see if it is working or not. Dot container h2 will be title, p will be node. Save it. Let's see, go back, click on edit again. Yeah, it's working now. So I am getting the data. I will have to get the create, copy the axios and react field, paste it here, and go to create, copy the enter submit function, just rename it as update submit, and this will be place of node, it will be update, and I will also have to be target a specific item, so I will have to use passing the id as the parameter, just like I did in delete id. This will be updated. Then I will grab the form here, copy it, paste it. This one I will form on submit. I will do this. Instead I will on click, I will call the function, on click I will call the function edit submit, and pass in the post, I pass the post dot underscore id as the parameter, as argument, and this will remain same, I think, but this won't be, value will be not here. I will have to add value equal to title. Save it. Sorry, it is update submit. Go back, click on it again. Yeah, it's working here. Okay, I'm getting the data. Test modified, updated, submit, few notes. Oh, sorry, this should be axios.put. Save it again. Edit, updated, modified, submit. Two notes. To write it differently here. Let data is equal to request dot data. Okay, it's working. Let me create one more. Okay, everything's working. So thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please do share and subscribe.